Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and today we have a very special guest on the show. She's the author of 3 published books, founder of GG Magazine and the Goddess Girls, CEO of Jordan Management Inc., a former NFL cheerleader, philanthropist, and talk show host, the lovely Nikki Giavasis. Welcome, Nikki. How are you?
Great, thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. So, Nikki, I have the absolute honor to feature you in our upcoming book and had the pleasure to read your chapter. You are very open about your incredible life story and share some golden insights in regards to perseverance and never giving up. You've gone through a tremendous struggle in your life, yet you overcame and persevered, and today you are a tremendous role model to women across the globe. How did things start out for you? What was your childhood like? At what point did you get interested in health and fitness?
Oh boy, my childhood I was very involved in dance and gymnastics, so I excelled there and academically, so I was always driven to succeed. So I had 4 brothers, I was the only girl, and they were very overprotective, but my parents basically wanted me to pursue, just staying home, getting married, maybe being a teacher, and my dreams were much bigger, so I had to go outside of Ohio, which was where I was from, in a small town to pursue my dreams, which started when I was in high school.
And so many people complain about the most trivial things, yet you have overcome tremendous struggle and have realized that it has made you a better person. Some people would blame others and say life is not fair. How have you developed this positive mindset when looking back at your journey?
Well, overall, I've learned that we have to appreciate every moment because life isn't promised. And by losing 2 brothers and many other people close to me, I've learned that we have to cherish the moments, cherish the experiences, cherish the people that are in our lives. And even when difficulty comes, that's actually an opportunity to become better and stronger. So to embrace those hard times because that's what makes us, that's what creates our character, our integrity, and makes us realize how strong we really are and how much we can really achieve.
And why do you feel it is that people look at others and often assume that they got served a better or easier hand in life and are carefree without possibly knowing what reality they face day in and day out?
I think that's human nature. We all look at other people and we feel like the grass is greener on the other side or their life is easier, and we have no idea just by looking at them what they're actually facing behind closed doors. We think because someone looks like they have everything that they're not going through something hard, and maybe they just put on a happy face and they're getting through it. You never know about what's going on in a person's life behind closed doors. So I think overall we're hardest on ourselves, so we critique ourselves and feel like we're not where we're supposed to be, and we look at other people and we feel like they are, and they could be at the same place where we are or worse. They just aren't sharing their problems. So it'd be great overall as people if we could start connecting more and sharing more and being more honest, because I think the biggest lie people say is, how's your day, or how are you, and we say fine or great, and we don't actually just share how we really are, how we really feel. So it'd be great to open up that line of communication more with people.
I agree. I agree. And in your chapter in the book, you talk about an inner reservoir of power that we can tap into when we need exponential strength to make it through hard times. For those watching who are going through a tough time in life and feel helpless, what advice can you give to them on how to tap into that reservoir?
I think it's when you get away from people a little bit, not so much get away entirely, but when you take time to go to yourself, maybe meditate, and you, instead of listening to what other people say or think or trying to please other people, you have to get in tune to what makes you happy. And once you do that, you realize what your goals are, what your purpose is, how you can help other people. And sometimes it's just the inspiration of wanting to help someone else. Maybe you're not even inspired to help yourself yet because you don't feel that level of self-esteem yet, but it's by inspiring someone else that you tap into the source of what inspires you, because you can realize that it's an endless source and there's so much power within us, but we just sometimes we're hardest on ourselves there too, so we don't realize what we can achieve until we truly have to. So it's sometimes blocking out those other negative voices sometimes that affect us, and just learning that we can achieve anything if we tap into our belief in ourselves.
And when you refuse to give up, eventually you will realize just how strong you really are. What can you share around gaining the knowledge that you can rely on yourself?
Well, in life, that's what we can truly count on most. Like, there's no one else guaranteed to be in our lives. So once we actually become our own best friend, that's when we can realize that we can help ourselves and other people, because there's actually no limit to what we can achieve or what we can do in life. It's just allowing ourselves to believe that it's possible, because it's with the belief that things are attracted to us. So it's like our beliefs that things are possible make things happen, whereas disbelief or doubt makes things not happen. So we could block things from happening just by thinking it's impossible. So by getting rid of that self-doubt and that negative voice and maybe negative people and tapping into the positivity of ability and opportunity, that's where you realize that you can achieve anything. There's no limit.
I agree. And you also talk about the importance of focusing what's really important and not on the acquisition of material things, as they don't make up our own value or worth. What are the important things in your life today?
In my life, my kids are the most important. They drive me for everything. And before I had them, I don't even know what life was like, because I had them so young. I had them in college. So they drive me more than anything, because I want to be the best role model for them. So I also want to achieve stability and security for them, so they never have to worry. I want them to always feel confident that they can be whoever they want to be. So they drive me, and then my inspiration to help other people is what drives me beyond that.
Amazing. And a lot of people believe that what others think of them or say about them defines them. You believe that that is just a reflection of where they are in life. I think that's very powerful perspective. What can you share around that?
Well, I've noticed that people have a lot of projection, and so if they're dealing with something and maybe they haven't even acknowledged that it's a truth within them that they haven't maybe, I guess, faced. So instead of facing it, they'll look at someone else and they'll have an opinion, and they'll say something negative because maybe that's a weakness within them. So and out of fear, or maybe the unknown, instead they'll judge someone else, when in reality that's something within them that they just haven't accepted or dealt with or healed. So
Right.
instead of taking things personal, I've always realized that I feel bad for that person, because I realize that they're just not settled or happy with that area of their life. So instead of taking it personal, I just actually wish them well, and that's actually much more empowering, to wish that person well than to take it personal, or because to take in those negative things can only hurt us.
I agree, yes. And I know that people are going to be eager to connect with you after watching this interview. What's the best way for people to get in touch?
I have my website, theempowerist.com, and they can also go on Instagram, official Nikki Giavasis, or Twitter, Nikki Giavasis.
Okay, and I will make sure to put your links below this video.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. In closing, is there anything else you would like to share today, Nikki?
Well, I think now more than ever the world is changing, and it's a time when people have gotten to be more real, and the economy around the world has changed in many ways. And I think it's broken down the facade of many people's lives, and we've gotten to actually be real and not focus on material things or competing with other people, but actually focusing on real connections and what really matters in life. So to do that and put family first, values first, self-happiness first, those are the things that really matter more than acquisition. So I think it's a time of connection and opportunity to build and grow and actually be happier people.
Amazing. This has been truly inspirational. Thank you so much for your time, openness, and wisdom.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Miriam Khalladi. For more inspiration, check out our upcoming book at realtalkrealwomen.com.